This is Stacy. So as many of you know, we've entered a new season, and that season is spring. And something that you'll often see is spring are birds, and particularly you'll see a robin. And I'm going to have a little activity for us. I have these cards here with pictures on them. I'm going to be talking about these cards, what we see in the cards. We're going to work on making predictions. So predictions are guesses about what we think are going to happen next. So I really want to talk about this card here. I want you to take a second to look at it. Talk to your family about what you see. So robins are interesting because of the parent-child relationship. The parents build the nest before the mother lays the eggs. And once the eggs are laid, the mother can leave the nest for only 5 to 10 minutes at a time. When the chicks hatch, they are featherless, blind, and hungry. So they're very hungry when they come out. Both parents must bring food to the nest to satisfy the chicks' hunger as they grow. So mom and dad have to go get food for the babies. In about 2 weeks, the chicks are as large as their parents and are ready to move around outside. So that's it. They grow very quickly, very quickly. 2 weeks, and they're ready to move on and fly away. The parents continue to care for the chicks for a while after they leave the nest. This rapid growth cycle invites questioning and additional investigation. So we're going to be talking about the birds and what we see and what we know about these cards and what we know about baby birds and nests. So first I want to talk about some vocabulary words. So in that the little summary I just said to you, I probably said a couple new words that you haven't heard before. So I want to talk about the first word is, what is a chick? So do you know what a chick is? If you know what a chick is, I want to hear about it. Yes, that's right. A chick is a baby bird. So we have the mommy bird, the daddy bird, and the chick, which is the baby bird. You're probably the chick in your family, the little baby. And another word I said was hatch. Do you know what hatch means? Hatch means to come out of an egg. So animals that are born in eggs and then they hatch, they break open and they come out of their egg. And I think I mentioned what predict means. So predict means to think about what's going to happen next. So I'm going to have you guys be making a lot of predictions. Okay, so the first page we have here, I want you to talk about, what do you see? Can you name 3 things that you see in this page? I see a nest, I see 2 robins, and I see a tree stump. I also see leaves and branches. I'm sure you said some of those. And what do you know about nests? So how do you think this nest was created? What do you think is happening based on the picture of how they've made this nest? So I see that both birds have twigs in their mouths, so it looks like they're carrying the twigs to create a nest for their future chick to be in, their baby. Okay, and what do you think will happen next? So it looks like they're starting to make their nest, but I don't see the chick anywhere. I don't see the baby. So what do you think's going to happen on the next page that we look at? Okay, let's find out. So this was page 1. So here we go. We have card 2. What happened? What do you see? I don't see the birds anymore, but I do see something inside the nest. That's right. I see the eggs. Where do you think mom and dad are? Where do you think the birds went? Yeah, maybe they're getting some food for their baby. Maybe they're trying to find more twigs for a more comfy nest. Who knows what they're doing? What I noticed about this, the first one, what do we notice about the robin? So I see that the robin is, they have many different colors. What colors do you see? I see red, I see dark brown, I see light brown, I see yellow beaks. And then let's see, what do we notice about the eggs? They're blue, they're round. Do you know what shape they are? That's right, they're an oval. Okay, so who do you think laid the eggs? I think the mommy robin did. Have you ever seen a nest before? Have you ever seen eggs before? I have seen one time. I saw at school, I actually saw a bird making a nest in the tree. They were getting, I think, ready to have their babies, and so they were working on making a nest. Okay, and do you know what other animals lay eggs? Can you think of 2 animals that lay eggs besides birds? That's good. Okay, so we have our first card. We see that the mommy and the daddy were getting ready to make their nest. And then our second card is they're not there anymore, but we do see the eggs. The eggs have been laid in the nest. And let's see what happens in the third card. Oh, what happened? That's right, the eggs hatched. And mommy and daddy came back. What did they have in their mouths? Worms, it looks like. And it looks like the babies are hungry, the little chicks. There's 3 of them, and they're ready to eat. Remember what we learned about how the mom and daddy take care of their babies, and they go find them food and bring it back, and then the babies stay with their mommy and dads for 2 weeks until they're ready to fly off? Okay, how many baby birds are in this picture? How many do you see? 1, 2, 3. That's right. What do you think people feed their babies? So we know birds feed their babies worms. What do you think a dog feeds their baby? Maybe milk? What do you think a alligator feeds their babies? Some meat? What do you think your mommy and daddies feed you? Lizards? No, they feed you lizards. Maybe you get some broccoli and some chicken or some cereal. A lot of different food we can eat. Yeah. So what I want us to do is I want us to look at these 3 cards. We have this one, and this one. Now, if I'm holding all my 3 cards, and I wanted to tell a story with these 3 cards, I want to make sure I have a beginning, a middle, and end. So what's the beginning of the story? Do we start with this? Do we start with this? Or do we start with this? That's right. This is our beginning of our story. Mom and dad begin to make a nest for their babies. And the middle of our story is this. The eggs are laid in the nest. And the end of our story is, this one. Mommy and daddy find worms to feed their chicks after they have hatched. So we have our beginning, our middle, and our end. Sorry guys, I have a lot of hands. So, what I want you to do is I just told you a story. I use pictures to help tell a story. I want you to make your own story. You can get pieces of paper, you can make a book out of paper, and I want you to draw a beginning, a middle, and end of a story. Be creative. You can either draw a story that you've created in your head and you use your imagination, or you can pick a story you know, maybe the 3 Little Pigs, or Goldilocks and the 3 Little Bears, And I want you to tell the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And then I want you to share it with somebody you love. So that's it for me. I'll see you next time. Bye.